Welcome to part 27 of Sonic 06. Well, we just finished up Crisis City, and we have a new guest commentator.
Your mysterious brilliance.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Oh, it was me, right?
Yeah.
Hi.
You can tell we're ready.
Quicker here, guys. being dragged into this.
Omega?
But anyways, we just finished Crisis City, and now we have cutscene, and suddenly Omega.
This is the weirdest rebound from coming off of finishing Mega Man Unlimited, honestly.
Well,
I am so tired from playing that game right now.
Don't say that. The fans may be making a timeline.
What could have possibly happened to create
the Mega Man Unlimited could affect the Sonic 06 timeline. Oh wait, that didn't happen.
Yes.
Mhm.
No, but you could very much say that it kind of affected the X Series timeline.
It
Spoilers.
looks like Sonic and his friends have found something too.
Uh-oh.
Let's go.
The hell's going on?
It's not like we
The one thing I always like to question in this scene is she's talking to her wrist. So just some kind of gadget there, you never see it. But how's she hearing them as well? How the heck she hears them unless she has that great of hearing?
Well, she is a bad. It would make
Well, look
sense.
at those gigantic ass.
Oh yeah.
You guys are so
She is a bad and makes sense. Either that or she has some sort of communicator deep inside her ear.
It's like they didn't
How
think
is it-
ahead.
How is it that Rouge
Like a
is
bubble
able-
fish.
I may not
Yeah.
look it, but I'm a
What was
real
it, Ken?
treasure hunter.
How is it that Rouge, even though she does a pretty blat job at it, Knuckles, what the hell are you doing? How is it that she's able to make snarkier comments than Sonic?
That's actually something I wanted to bring up here. Shadow and Sonic have a kind of a role reversal in this scene. Just watch it.
You mean we've got to go through there?
Watching.
If you don't like it, you can stay.
Oh, by the way, that cuts that same little animation
Don't be
was
late.
used before.
Yeah, because we've already seen this cutscene.
Yeah.
It's just dialogue was kind of changed a little
Like,
bit there,
whenever-
I think.
But like whenever Sonic said "Don't be late," and then Shadow said "Same to you," that's kind of like opposite of what their character usually would be. I would think that like Shadow would be the one saying "Don't be late," and Sonic coming up with the cocky ass remark saying "Don't same to you." You know?
Last one to the volcanoes of forgotten eggs.
Basically,
something
yeah.
like that. You
The
would
role
say
reversal
something
is kind of
like
weird in this one because you would think Sonic would be the most cocky character, so to say, but in all honesty, he's not. He's one of the most
He's
subtle
not.
Sonic's
characters.
a jerk.
that.
He's
Sonic
a really
is-
boring, bland protagonist.
I mean, he's one of those more subtle ones this time. It's a big difference.
And anyways, we're here at Flame Core again. Not like we've seen that before. And yeah, I cut this out. You probably saw a little bubble that had nothing in it. That was an extra life. I had a couple of troubles with this level, especially I don't like Flame Core. I've never liked this level. This level is stupid.
Well, there are a lot of
Is
hazards.
this-
Cool though.
Does it have the same exact layout as Silver and Sonic's version of it?
It's the same layout as Sonic's, but
Not often the games actually managed to pull off a decent glow effect.
I think really the only difference in layout from Sonic the Shadow, I think, is when you get to the
Cool, I like
cavern
it.
section.
yeah,
But you say your difficulty on?
yeah.
It's gonna be really annoying how you're trying to grab the rings and get to like bouncing all around.
I know.
Sometimes you can touch
Yeah.
Physics. The physics in this game. I think we mentioned this way too many times.
Of course. Like one of the best examples if we look back to like one of the beginning Silver parts and see Rouge doing the chicken dance. Because of how the physics
What?
engine works.
Yeah, well, the way that the way she was moving, like it looked like she was like tapping, like it looked like she was tap dancing on the floor, but she wasn't touching the floor. It looked kind of weird.
Well,
Okay,
So it like river
as much
dance
as
then?
you hate, as much as you hate this level, you can't deny the fact that this place has great music.
oh,
And again, most of the music in this game you could say that about.
yeah, really, yeah, the same thing, yeah. And we lost Wecker. But that little cavernous pit that I went over, like in the purple room.
That little cavern.
Yeah, the one, whatever it is. Whenever you have chaos boost like this, and you're trying to do platforming, it's really finicky, and it'll end up making you fall down the pit.
Yeah, the Chaos Boost it snaps you to enemies, so you might try to make the jump, then you get snapped to a wrong enemy and you just die. I've seen people do that all the time.
Yeah, like that. You see what I did right there?
Yeah, if you didn't have a chaos boost on, you wouldn't do that.
What is it now? I'm confused. You just like
You
try
just
to
teleport over there.
Yeah,
You just
basically.
teleport over to the enemy. But sometimes whenever you do that, you'll stop like that. See? And if you do that over a pit, you're dead. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say.
It doesn't
That's-
work how it should.
Is the lava an instant kill or?
Well,
no, but if there's a
lava's
bottomless
not
pit,
I
then that's an
guess.
instant kill.
I will say this though. Well, I'm not gonna say that until we get to the final story. But I just found a speedrun tactic using this little area right there. But it's not until last story, so I'm not gonna get into that.
Was it that one thing I talked about with Omega? Just fly around the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've imagined. That's actually one of the
I
easier
didn't-
things to do.
Yeah. I just now remembered about it. Just looking back at this, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, now that I think of it, we haven't seen Omega yet, and I should go ahead and just question now. Why is he in this game?
Because Omega.
Because they put too many characters
enough.
in here, they didn't need to. He is one of them.
Like
Then again,
this. Okay, you see what I'm doing
Then
right
again, you could question why anybody's here to begin with.
Like us.
Wait, is he wearing roller skates or something?
No, he's got air shoes. That's just how Shadow
Which kind of
rolls.
works in the same way, yeah.
Here's dog.
He's got air shoes. I don't know. He's just got like air propellers coming out of the soles of his feet, so it looks like he's like skating when he's running.
So basically, the game didn't know how to properly animate running, so.
No, he's always had that. He's always had that since Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, but then again, in this game, he doesn't look as natural.
When you went first to the shoes, now I got this really bad habit of calling shoes Shaws from now on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pickle.
Oh god.
This game series is so weird.
I didn't cut this part because I was not too far.
You're right there next week he died, so it's not that big of a deal.
That's the reason why I didn't cut this
It's
out.
a weird game series, but at the same time, you could say the same thing about Mario.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying not the same thing about Mario.
Alright, that's always hilarious when you just get shot by a random meteor like that.
That's one thing, one reason why I don't like this level. You see all those
Especially if
flying
you play it as
meteorites?
Silver.
It's bad because like you don't know where those meteorites are gonna hit you.
And like I
They're just
said,
gonna
with
hit you
Silver,
randomly.
it's even worse because you move at the speed of molasses. So you would get hit by those things so much easier.
Wait, what? You call this slow? I can barely see what's going on.
No,
No, Silver,
another-
he like walks. He's at a walking
not
pace.
Silver goes really, really slow. Whacker. He goes really slow, like he just like walks. That's how fast his speed is.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't complain about it, but the fact that you're in a big empty hub world that spans miles across miles, I feel it's necessary to bring up.
Yeah, that's when you need speed. You really need to go faster just to get through that.
I've
I'm
never been a fan of fast games, so.
not good at speedy games like this either. I usually like to take my time when necessary.
I grew
That's
up.
probably a good reason I never got into Sonic.
Well,
Eh,
I grew up with
understandable.
the series. I literally grew like that. My very first video game was Sonic 2, so I've always been used to it. It's just how I've been raised. So
I don't know. When it
That's
comes to
how you
platforming, I usually like to take my time and figure out everything. What's like going on ahead of me instead of blazing my way through. Unless I really know the stage, then in that case, by all means, go ahead.
Well, that's why I always
But-
love the speed run the Sonic games, because that's what they're made for. They're made for seeing how fast you can go once you know the level. Because your first time
On the
you'll
other
take it
hand-
slow, and then the next time you can beat your time.
Why are the skid
Double.
marks following him way behind?
I've seen a few Sonic speedruns, and even there, they sometimes just have to stop to, like, go up a staircase or something.
Well, yeah. Some areas you
Well,
gotta
that's.
like, completely
It feels
stop.
off. It feels off.
yeah,
To actually have to stop in a Sonic game.
Did the music just suddenly change?
yeah, because
Yeah,
it got
that was
picked
the
up
invincibility.
I
The
think
the
that's
issue with the
the-
invincibility with characters other than Sonic is it just doesn't show any kind of shield around you like it should.
Yeah, I was about to say, invincibility. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a
I
major
didn't-
programming glitch. The music plays, but there's no animation. I think that
And
animation
they
really only
didn't
plays
catch
for
this?
Sonic.
How?
Patching? I don't think they know what that meant.
I don't think Sonic Team knew what the word patching meant for this game. Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
how didn't they catch it?
Oh, catch it? Well, they didn't catch a lot of things in this game.
They were really, really
This
pushing
game
it
was
out.
rushed. This game was
Whenever you try to
rushed.
stick to a strict time limit of when you release a game,
So no
and
QA
stick
at all
with
then?
it, and stick with it by all strict means, then most games end up being pretty bad because of it.
Yeah.
This is a prime example of people who are like, well, the main reason is I'm not saying the fans rush the game. I'm not gonna say that because that's not true.
Oh, definitely not.
No, Sega
No.
wanted to get this game out for Sonic's 15th birthday, and well, yeah,
It basically is not done. It feels like a prototype.
it's an alpha test.
So
So-
to say, yeah.
So are all 15-year-olds.
Yeah, that's true.
You
That
get a
is-
point there, yeah.
Leave everything to me.
Now this segment, I'm not gonna lie, I hate
I
this.
mean, in a way, this game perfectly represents Sonic's puberty.
You know what? Makes sense. That's probably why Sonic Generations was such a good game because, well, 20 years.
And apparently he was a good 10-year-old because Adventure 2 was good.
Oh, he's raised up right. Right. I mean,
Then
like,
someone forgot about him for 5 years.
well, I mean, no. If you really think about it, when we're 10 years old, we're all still good kids. But when we're 15-year-olds, I'm pretty sure at that time we're starting to get up this "I hate everything, I can do everything myself" kind of phase. So, I mean, I think Wecker, you kind of hit it on the head right there.
I feel like you know what? You're right. I feel like I went through this phase
Yeah.
too when I was like 13, because I got rid of a lot of things that I like I got rid of a bunch of like. Believe it or not, I had a huge like Mega Man collection of like action figures and games and stuff, and I got rid of all of it. And it wasn't until like I want to say 2 or 3 years ago I picked it up again, and it made me really regret that. Same thing with like the Ninja Turtles and stuff too. So, though to be honest, I don't regret getting rid of the figures because I had too many of them cluttering my room. So.
Okay, but I mean, I think Wecker, that was like the best analogy you could say. His 15th birthday wasn't very good. That's because he was a spoiled adolescent at the time.
That's probably the best way to put it. Or at least that's how Sonic Team was making it out to
As I
be.
said, this game is Sonic's puberty.
Yeah, and this was his all-time low year. And after that, he started to learn, and he became better.
Yeah. Which is
And then
why
for some
his
reason, he got back in a car. We thought he learned his lesson from Sonic Drift. No, thank God
And
he actually
everybody
kind
loved
of
him
did.
as a baby.
At least
And
he
everybody-
learned.
And everybody loves Sonic as a baby. Get
Yeah.
the analogy I'm going with?
Yeah, totally. And after this, he grew the beard.
Okay, one thing I don't like is that little segment. I know we talked all over, but that segment of Rouge, you probably saw that I died like a couple times, but it's especially so much crap going on.
I was actually going to comment on the random character switch, but yeah.
Yeah, they do that in
just,
stages.
They do that in the entire game.
Although it
They
makes
just-
sense
Really?
because how would you do that with Shadow that easily? Because you can't fly and you can't climb.
Why you don't design the level that way?
I think you're doing it wrong. I don't think you're supposed to be latched into the wall.
Did you
What
see
the
that?
heck?
I was like tripping on my foot when I was on the
You're
ground.
like a cat about ready to fall over after falling.
That was a well-designed pit.
Yeah, exactly.
That just shows how well designed this game is. Oh my god. But like every time that happens though, I always get a kick out of like Shadow like looking about he's about to trip on his feet, but you're on ground.
Why are we playing this again?
Because I can.